So what is your vision for Adrian?
Yeah, so my vision is always, a very balanced, healthy community with a good residential to non-residential tax ratio.
Do you think that you will do something different in this council as a mayor if you get chosen?
Yeah, so I've learned a lot from Mayor Brown, and I think there's a lot of things that he brought to the table that I will keep doing. But I think we have very different leadership styles as well.
What plan do you have to encourage more business owner to invest more in Adrian?
Absolutely. So I think our business economy is very linked to the quality of life and the health of our community. So all of these pieces working together will help to support our local businesses, making sure we have healthy, happy employees and a good customer base here.
So do you think there should be a big arena or big community hall or something like that where we can do the concerts or something like that?
Yeah, we always want more infrastructure. And so when we're building our new rec facility in the southwest part of the city, phase one is slotted to be aquatics and fitness, because aquatics is across the board our highest recreation need.
BTV ब्रॉडकास्टिंग ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜੀ ਔਰ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਏਡਰੀ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁਣ ਬਸ ਰਹਿ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਦਿਨ ਸਿਰਫ 2 ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਮੰਡੇ ਵੋਟ ਪੈ ਜਾਣੇ ਆ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੋਟ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਬੜੇ ਖਾਸ ਨੇ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਜੀ ਏਡਰੀ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਟੀਨਾ ਪੈਟਰੋ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜੋ ਮੇਅਰ ਲਈ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਇਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸੋ ਟੁਡੇ ਵੀ have Miss Petrow with us, and today we are going to showcase on her vision for Adri City. So thank you so much for talking to us, Miss Petrow.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here in this very quiet place. Yeah.
So this is a small business here, right? So the backbone of our economy as well, and Adri is growing like anything. If we talk about Adri, the population is growing, everything is growing, and if we talk about the last council, right, Mr. Brown has done a lot of work for the city as well. So what is your vision for Adri?
Yeah, so my vision is always, a very balanced, healthy community with a good residential to non-residential tax ratio, where everyone can have their best quality life, and hopefully they can live here, work here, and play here. So that's always been the vision. Mayor Brown has done a fantastic job over the last 15 years, and we've had a lot of conversations over the years. And when I found out that he was stepping down, I knew that I had to step up and serve my community in a much bigger way than I have over the last 8 years. So.
That's great. You're already working with the council from past 8 years, more than 8 years now. So, do you think that you will do something different in this council as a mayor if you get chosen?
Yeah. So, I've learned a lot from Mayor Brown, and I think there's a lot of things that he brought to the table that I will keep doing. But I think we have very different leadership styles as well. I lead from a place of collaboration and trying to find the best strengths in my teammates. So that's that plays really well into advocacy, and we need to advocate for a lot of needs in Airdrie right now: healthcare, education, infrastructure funding. So always having our best foot forward. And sometimes that means the mayor's at the forefront. And sometimes that means the mayor's the supporting character to somebody who's much smarter than I am. So that's probably some differences that I bring. One thing that I really want to bring to the mayor's office is a different level of communication. I always believe in having more information than less. And I think the public should have that as well. So I want to start doing quarterly reports to the community that includes what meetings I'm having, what the outcomes of those meetings are, how we're doing on advocacy, as well as education about our city departments. Because I find that most people don't know what happens in our city departments. So it's really hard to understand where tax dollars are going if you don't have that information. So
that's great. So when Mr. Brown has started 15 years ago, from then and now, the Adri has changed a lot in terms of population, infrastructure, city rules, and with this, a lot of businesses are opening as well as we started with the small business here, right? So what plan do you have to encourage more business owner to invest more in Adri?
Absolutely. So I think our business economy is very linked to the quality of life and the health of our community. So all of these pieces working together will help to support our local businesses, making sure we have healthy, happy employees and a good customer base here. And so for smaller businesses, one thing we hear all the time is leasing rates are very high here. So we want to make sure that we're opening up as many spaces as we can to naturally lower those leasing rates. We have some really good business support programs in the community here for business retention to help our small businesses out. So working between our economic development department at the City of Airdrie as well as our Airdrie Chamber of Commerce, finding those synergies there to support local business here, while also in attracting some larger industries here. That kind of goes back to that tax ratio. We sit at about 87-13 right now for residential to non-residential. And we need to attract industrial here to be able to offset that ratio to relieve the burden of tax pressures on residential homes and create jobs. And then when we can create more jobs in the community, we have more employees to spend their money locally here to support our small businesses.
That's great.
Yeah.
The connectivity is a big issue in Airdrie, right? Because again, the population has grown like anything. It's the most growing city in Canada actually right now. Because when people talk about Calgary, they come to Calgary, but they actually settle down in Airdrie most of the time. So because of the population, the transit system, I think, is lacking behind. But people complain about it, right? So do you have any plans to enhance more traffic or more buses, transit here, or maybe train?
Yeah, so one of the pillars of my platform is actually transportation, and that is whether you're moving by vehicle, bus, bike, shoes, whatever, we need to be able to move you efficiently and safely throughout the community. So for transportation on the roads, we have some big infrastructure projects on the horizon, really to help make it so the train is not a barrier when you're crossing east-west here. Transit is an ever-evolving process. Our local routes, again, if we can get more jobs in the community, that'll incentivize people to take transit more locally right here. Our regional service is one of the only cost-neutral regional services around, so it does very well, but we'd like to enhance those routes to get further into Calgary. So right now, our staff is actually working on redoing our transportation master plan, and that's looking also at integrated service with our regional partners. Because it would be really nice if we could just have a one fare option, go back and forth between Calgary and Airdrie. And also, maybe that's just cost sharing agreements. Maybe that's some better agreements. So,
Because we cannot see much connectivity between both the cities. I think a very less transit system, which is connecting the both cities, and many people actually go to Calgary and work, and they right. So I think it's a big issue. I think you're going to face. So apart from this, with the growing population, traffic rules and regulations is going haywire right now, right? We can actually sense because of the growing population, again, because of a lot of cars are here, bikes are here. So there are demands of more traffic lights, stop signs. So what are your vision on that?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of our transportation road networks, we follow a lot of guidelines that are in the Traffic Safety Act. We have, again, an incredible staff in our roads department, and they assess our intersections, our crosswalks, and everything on an annual basis on a weighted numbering system. So as soon as it reaches a threshold, we're like, okay, we either need a roundabout or lights or a stop sign or a lighted crosswalk. So our team is really good at keeping on top of those. We always say, if we've missed something, please let us know, because we don't know what we don't know. But yeah, as we grow, we just have to take a really good look at what that transportation network looks like. And I think that's another good reason to be redoing this transportation master plan. We do have one section of road on the west side of our city on 24th Street that is selected to be the high order transit corridor, and that will potentially be hosting either a BRT or an LRT from Calgary to Airdrie. That is in like 15, 20-year horizon, so quite a ways off still, but planning for it now is how we can make sure that it runs smoothly.
At least it's on the plans.
Yes.
Yeah. And Airdrie is now one of the most multicultural city as well. Because a lot of South Asians are moving here, a lot of colors, you can see it here. More colors, more cultural activities are also happening here. So do you think there should be a big arena or big community hall or something like that where we can do the concerts or something like that?
Yeah, we always want more infrastructure. And so when we're building our new rec facility in the southwest part of the city, phase one is slotted to be aquatics and fitness, because aquatics is across the board our highest recreation need. But in the second set, there's actually 3 arenas being proposed to be built. So there's 2 250s and 1 750. Obviously, all of this could change with a new council, but that as of right now, so that 750-seat arena will actually be able to host quite a bit and be able to do, larger events than what we can hold right now. And then we really need to get out and try and find private partners to do hotels, conference centers, those kind of things here. Because we can, achieve a lot more when we find good partnerships with the private industry as well.
That's great. Thank you so much for talking to us. As you may also know that Diwali is coming up on the election day, so it's again a very colorful and very multicultural event as well for the South Asian, especially Indian population. So what message you have for all the South Asians who are watching you, especially our viewers today?
Yeah, so I will say in advance, happy Diwali. I am so thankful that we have such a multicultural community. I get invited to a lot of different cultural events every year. I cannot keep up with you guys with the dancing. Like, that is more cardio than I do in a whole year. But it's such a blessing to be able to experience that and then share that knowledge out with the community. So I would say, enjoy this time. Enjoy spending time with friends and family. And please invite your neighbors. Let them know about the culture and the different things. Because I think the more awareness and education we can build in this community, the better we can build our community as a whole. So, yeah.
No, that's great. And what message would you like to, or a vote appeal or anything to our viewers also?
Yeah, so I think with elections, I hear quite frequently that municipal is not important. We're going to vote federally and provincially, but municipal is the one that touches your lives every single day. It is, to me, the most important level of government. So get out and vote. Regardless of who you're voting for, get out and vote. Yes.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ। ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੌਇਸ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਈ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੋਟ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੋਚ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ। ਵੋਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਇਓ ਜੀ, ਦੀਵਾਲੀ ਦਾ ਦਿਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੈ, ਬਟ ਵੋਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਾਣਾ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਵੋਟ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੂੰ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹੋ, ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹੋ, ਏਡਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਬਦਲਾਅ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ 15 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਚੇਂਜ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇੱਕ ਨਵਾਂ ਚੇਂਜ ਆਣਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਵੋਟ ਸੋਚ ਸਮਝ ਕੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਇਓ ਜੀ। ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਜੀ BTV ਬ੍ਰੌਡਕਾਸਟਿੰਗ। ਬੀ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ, ਬੀ ਯੋਰਸੈਲਫ।